utterly useless.
I sit and wonder at the world tonight. I never know how it will be.
Hi, I'm Tony, and this is the story of the build of this 31-foot 8-inch Jay Benford designed cruising sailboat. From the lofting of the lines to her emerging from the boat shed to receive her keel, masts and all the other paraphernalia that make up a cruising vessel. Join us on this adventure as we build Tapatya and hopefully set off to test her out as a liveaboard cruising vessel. Hi, I'm Tony. As you probably know, the last few weeks I've been building the ballast keel. It's a steel box filled with lead, basically, with the bolts, the keel bolts, all integrated into it. And that was finished last week. And this week has been mainly about cleaning that up, getting some epoxies, some zinc-rich epoxy sealer on it, and preparing it to fit to the boat, really. One of the first jobs, well, the first job actually, was to see that this keel timber that I'm leaning on here, the keel timber fitted onto the bolts. You know, as I built the ballast keel, I was fairly careful. I had a template that I kept trying to check that the bolts were in line. But when we come to lower it on, it was a bit tight. So it took us a couple of goes, 2 or 3 goes actually, and lifted it off. Drilled the holes out a little bit bigger in places where necessary, mainly from the bottom, but for some reason the bit of video of me working from the bottom hasn't come out, but worked them up from the top, mainly from the bottom, as I say, until it went down happily onto there. And then I was able to use the keel timber to jack it up and get around the ballast keel, which you can just about see in the bottom of the picture here, I think. It's starting to look pretty good, doesn't it? Ready? Down we go, we hope.
This one?
I don't think it'll be the bottom, so it's tight. I'm not the top, I want it.
Okay.
And let's go down fairly straight. utterly useless. Had to clean the ballast keel up. Now, I told you last week that I had a sandblaster, and in fact I did, and I gave that a go, but it didn't touch the mil scale on the steel. Maybe if I'd have persevered for a very, very long time, possibly, but it didn't seem to be very effective. So, backup plan B, the trusty old flappy wheel on the grinder. And spent several hours going around the whole box, cleaning it up back to shiny metal. And then as soon as I was finished with that, straight away on with the zinc epoxy primer. We've got 5 coats of zinc epoxy primer on there right now. There will be one more to go on there, and then I'll get some regular epoxy sealer primer on there. A few coats of that. Then a coat of vinyl. Vinyl is a bonding agent between the epoxy and the antifoul, and then the antifoul on top of that, so there'll be no lack of paint. I've got this zinc rich epoxy on there now. I'll get a bit of my normal epoxy sealer primer on there after that, and then I'll stand the keel to one side, the ballast keel to one side, and work on the timber. And the timber needs to be sealed, glassed, shaped up at the front end, at the leading edge, so that'll be coming up next. Well, the weather has been lovely for the last couple of weeks or so. Today, sadly, a bit less so, but grabbed the opportunity to get up there in the beautiful sunshine and wash the winter's grime off the boat, and now she's looking shiny. One thing that's been going on that's rather difficult to film is I'm installing a couple of solar charge controllers. As you may remember, the plan is, or I have, 4 solar panels to fit, and I'm going to split those into 2 banks of 2, run them through 2 charge controllers to minimise the effects of shadow, minimise or to reduce the effects of shadow. So I've now mounted the 2 controllers and running wires through the back of my electrics bay here, through into the cupboard in the heads, and up through a deck fitting on the deck, and up to the panels that will be on top of the bimini. Perhaps Hazel, you can get in there and just have a look at those controllers. Two Victron controllers. And I've chosen the controllers that have the they have a Bluetooth signal that they give out, so you can see on your phone. You get an app that's in your phone, the settings and what sort of you know, what sort of output the panels are producing and that sort of thing. Interesting, I think. Also, we've been going up every weekend, every Sunday. We've been going up to Hazel's boat because it's that time of year when she's getting ready to get back in the water. She's got a couple of small projects, or not so small projects, that she wants done, upgrades, getting ready for her next sailing adventure. So we're up there and making progress. Let's have a So I saw you crawling up in the forepeak there, Hazel. What's going on there?
Yeah. Well, we were just putting a backing plate on the bow roller.
Yeah, the bow roller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's all gone well?
Yeah,
And
it
this
does
is-
now. It was a bit tricky.
Yeah, this is your new bow roller setup, isn't it?
Yes.
For the anchor. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute.
Yeah.
Good. What else have you been doing?
Okay, so we glassed all the through holes.
Okay.
The ones that we took out earlier, like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We put in the depth sounder, the transducer, and ran the wire through the boat and into the reader,
Yeah,
the display.
the display, that's
Yeah.
the right word. Yeah.
And
fitted that in the cockpit, haven't you?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
into
so-
the whole, like we made an instrument panel.
Yeah.
A few,
Yeah, nice.
some time ago.
Yeah. Let's have a look, shall we? Yes, here's the instrument panel. It's very simple. It's got the autopilot control unit there, the Raymarine one, and one below it, the grey one, is the depth reader. And the little vent grill, because it actually is all fitted in where the vent for the heads used to be. And so we've still got some ventilation there. It's looking good, huh? It's come out nice. These are through holes that are disappearing rapidly now. We've put six layers of fiberglass and epoxy on there, filled from the inside. And there's a light filler over the outside there, just fairing compound over the outside. Coming on well. Yeah, the bow end, huh?
Yeah.
Go on and point upwards. There it is. So we've got the stem fit in there, stainless stem fitting that you saw Hazel making a while back. And the bow roller mounted. Just need to get an anchor in it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, even better, hit that subscribe button. And next week there won't be a video. I've got a road trip to make off to England for the week, or most of the week. But we'll be back the week after next. Pushing on. See you then. Bye.